Okay, the last type of problem on this worksheet is going to be recombination frequency. We're going to remember that a recombinant is any child that does not look exactly like either of its parents. Can't really do this with humans. Again, we're going to do this with things other than humans. And to get the recombination frequency, you basically figure out what percentage of children look like the parents versus which percentage of children did not. So again, like always, I'm going to start by reading the problem. It says a wild-type fruit fly, heterozygous for a gray body and normal wings, was mated with a black fly with vestigial wings. The offspring had the following phenotypic distribution. So it had 778 wild-type, 785 black vestigial, 158 black normal, and 162 gray vestigial. Calculate the recombination frequency between the linked genes for the body color and wing type. So I think the easiest way to get track of this is to kind of make a chart. So I would start with what the parents look like. So the parents, you can just put P if you want, were a wild type fruit fly. So it's, if you want to do WT, right, or gray body normal wings, I'm just going to do WT for wild type, okay? And then the other parent was black fly, so you see that, with vestigial wings. So I could do black with vestigial. And then when I read the problem, it says there were 778 wild type, so I'm going to keep track of that, 778 wild type, and there were 785 black vestigial. So those are the children that looked exactly like one or either of the parents. And then, because I know what kind of problem this is, I know I'm going to have the recombinants. So you see here in the types here, there were 158 that were black with normal wings. So normal wings is a part of the wild type. So you actually have black with normal. Notice that is not any of the parents. That's 158. And then we have gray vestigial. So gray vestigial, gray body is part of the wild type. So I have gray with vestigial. And that was 162. So these are the kids that look like the parents. These are the kids that did not. Those were the recombinants. So to calculate the recombination frequency, essentially, I'm going to add all this together. It's kind of easier if you add them separately first. So the parental types are going to be 1563, and the recombinants are going to be 320. You get the total number of offspring, which is 1883. Just add them together. And then to get the percent recombinants, you're just going to do the number of recombinants over the total times 100. So I'm going to do number of recombinants, 320. That's why it's easier to add them kind of separately. Over the total number of offspring, not the normal, right? I'm doing times over the total times 100. And you're going to get 17% were recombinant. And what that tells me is how much, if we go back to the problem, right, how much linkage probably occurred. Remembering that the max is 50%, 17 is kind of probably in the middle of that, close to 25. So there's a good amount of recombination and linkage going on there.